Here's a Game & Watch helmet.
Yeah. he's got some really cool stuff, though. I love the Nair 3 into tilt confirms. That's like, I've never been hit by that by anybody else, but it just kills you. It, like, you evaporate at like 90.
Yeah. But someone we can't ignore on the screen is obviously Ken Masters being piloted by Jahzz0. His Ken is so clean in every capacity because similar to Vendetta, he doesn't play Super Smash Bros. Against you. He plays Street Fighter.
Yeah, I was watching one of his sets earlier, and the very first thing he did in neutral was just run up and forward air them, just to like anti-air. It's like, man, this guy is built different from most Shotos.
Oh, absolutely. And one thing we can see right now is that Game & Watch does have numerous ways to kind of get through Ken's focus with these multi-hits, quick frame options to get out of these situations. But I also don't think that Jahzz0 has been approaching it like he normally was. I see a lot of jumping, and rather than poking with his Hados and then trying to maybe get him with a quick Tatsu, we see him trying to jump in with a Nair.
Yeah, I imagine his projectile's got to be a little bit dangerous to use in this matchup against Bucket. I don't know exactly how much it fills it up, but it probably does 1 bar, so you probably get 3 of them. And I think there's like some multiplier nonsense going on there.
Yeah, and you can't recover that high against Game & Watch overall.
Absolutely not. Yeah, Dusk will definitely go out there for you.
Okay, so now we see Jahzz0 leaning on these Hados, trying to get him into an edge guard situation. But you look at this, Garcon, that Dusk has taken control of the stage immediately. One whiffed Hado, and he ran away with it.
Yeah, Jahzz0 definitely really, like, as a Shoto player, really wants you to like, drift into him with aerials, so you can sort of like option select into his tilts and try and like fish for parries, things like that. But Dusk just not getting that at all. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but you cannot sleep on the up tilt into Shoryu. If you DI that wrong at all, you are dead, D-E-D dead.
That even looked like good DI. He just got the dare to lead into the up tilt, which is big damage.
Yeah, and I mean, one thing that I am a little bit worried about when it comes to playing against Game & Watch as Ken, you know, one of our close friends, Bonsai, he plays the Shotos, and he was playing Ryu today. If they are stuck in a disadvantage war against someone with very good frame data who can box, it feels nigh impossible to get past all the multi-hits of whatever you're playing against as Ken. So I wouldn't be shocked, Garcon, if this does go the way of Dusk winning, we might see Kazuya come out.
That's true. That could definitely be a thing. That sounds really rough in juggle situations, but I could see definitely the neutral being a little bit more.
Oh no! He overshot the Tatsu and then didn't have a jump, so he had to try and reverse the Shoryu to get back to stage. That's very unfortunate for Jahzz0.
Yeah, I think he might have not meant to buffer that particular option. But either way, though, I mean, honestly, Dusk got kill percent right now, right? So.
Yeah. And right now, Dusk is at a I can kill you with any type of detail confirm into a Shoryu. See, there we go. Almost off the rip. He thought he connects, and then he immediately goes for the Shoryu. It's like that Shoryu DNA that they have, but if you are Jahzz0, you have to center yourself. You have to dial this back, because right now, Dusk has read your offense every way.
Okay, nice. Good spot dodge on that grab. Yeah, I imagine one thing that's hard about this is he can't just sit there and like detail until he can hit confirm because of that. Because he can just up B out of it. I think down tilt's negative enough and not disjointed enough that Game & Watch can always just up B it on reaction and be fine.
Yeah, and right now we just see that Dusk is so effective at edge guarding. When he has the space to do so, he can just set up that turtle. Now you've gone low, fast fall with you, and then immediately, here's my turtle, his name is Watson, you're dead. And
yeah, I feel like that far off stage, you might need to focus cancel a little bit more, hold your jump, rather than just going for like the jump Tatsu that a lot of Shotos like to do to be ambiguous.
And I think someone recently said that you can only up B if they don't buffer a DP off of the Shoryu.
Oh, okay, so it's like a 50-50.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense why he just did that raw down tilt into the DP instead of like waiting to hit confirm.
Now going to Town and City as Ken against Game & Watch, I feel like this is the 3rd or 4th game in a row, Garcon, where we're like, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's maybe more okay for this matchup just because Game & Watch isn't gonna like delete you off the sides. He's probably just gonna like edge guard you, so that doesn't really like matter too much in terms of blast zones. But
right. But with the ceiling the way it is, I do think that changes how these Shoryu confirms are going to come the way of Jahzz0.
Yeah, you might need to look for them just a little bit later. But overall, though, I think the game plan's kind of intact. The platform off the edge is really nice there. Oh. Still can't land, though.
I mean, that D smash, F smash, it's tried and true for Game & Watch. You do have to take into account that Dusk is ready for a lot of these situations, especially after playing Vendetta. Great DI from Dusk living there.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
yeah, not that one, though.
Yeah, that was tough. He went straight to the corner, too. Like, he had the good DI. He was just dead.
And one thing that I will say is that the way Dusk is playing, he's not committing to his bacon projectile. He's just kind of sending Jahzz0 up, waiting for that focus, and then hitting him with his safe connecting moves.
Okay. Really smart focus there, calling out the down smash.
Yeah. And especially the way he's been calling out these bomb landings. I have to say that has been a very good job so far by Jahzz0. But now, I think that, like we talked earlier, Dusk has caught on to how Jahzz0 is going to land with this focus. So you do need to change, whether it's through a focus cancel dash away or a focus cancel dash in, to change this away.
Yeah, I wonder, man, this matchup seems so hard to play out as Shoto's. This is a character I've thought a lot about, and there's like a certain point of like being good at Game & Watch where like you stop being impressed by how good Game & Watch is, and you start being impressed by like how bad he makes other characters look. It's like, okay, well, this is my list of buttons that I'm just not allowed to press in this matchup. And they're like the 4 most important buttons for my character, but not against Game & Watch.
Well, you have to be impressed pretty quickly with how Jahzz0 set up that situation to try and get Dusk. He went in with the back air, Tatsu'd out, and then immediately caught him with a Shoryu. Of course,
angle is gross.
Now it's a dead even game. You know, our friend group calls that angle the Belmont killer because there's no way in hell you're getting back from that angle if you're Richter Belmont.
Yep.
But all that aside, this is a great chance for Jahzz0 to set up an advantage state where you can put them into a blender with your Tatsus and then immediately just go to that down tilt roundhouse. And that's a solid 40-50% just like that.
Yeah, I feel like we could see a little bit more building off of that, like the spaced aerial into like Tatsu special cancel concept. Like that, that seems like something Game & Watch would have difficulty dealing with, but maybe he can run it down and down smash. It's hard to say for sure.
I think one thing that we could see Jahzz0 possibly do in terms of being a Shoto player is if you land, I believe it's with a soft nair and then D-tilt, you can set up a relatively easy shield break that can kill. There he is.
He hits him with
Rage
the very
10.
ending.
Okay.
I did it.
That's a new animal entirely. You get hit.
Jahzz0 looked super surprised by that, actually.
What a man. Wow.
I wonder if that was intentional. I know like they have the different special inputs for the DP. I wonder if he did a specific one to try and get that like ending hit there and catch him off guard.
Yeah, and you know, I think so they're going back to town. This begs the question, are we taking Roy to town?
Oh, is that the mix-up? No.
No.
Okay, yeah, I agree with this. I agree with Dusk staying on Game & Watch here. Like, I don't think it's like the matchup that's losing for him right now.
No, I think it's more so closing out these stocks against Jahzz0 that is creating the most of the issue here.
That's true. Ken is definitely a rage monster. They mostly went extinct after Smash 4, but Ken's definitely living on as a rage monster in this game.
Yeah, I mean, but now we see, I think one adaptation that we haven't noted on just yet in Garcon is Jahzz0 has stopped jumping.
Yeah, for sure.
So now he's playing Street Fighter against Dusk.
Okay. Just taking the jump over when he's given the rapid jab. Good,
Yeah.
Good adjustment.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Probably, yeah, he's fine. I think he didn't get the sweet spot there. I didn't see the fire graphic. Oh.
Yeah, and you know, one thing that I will say is that Dusk is now doing a good job putting Ken into this blender, but, you know, we saw this story last game. Ken has rage. He's on town. If he gets an errant jump in there, that's short. All right, now you're dead.
Yeah, that's tough, dude. Every time you press down tilt, you have
Whoop.
to deal with the 50-50. Okay, nice. That was a really good shield break setup.
Yeah, and it's like we talked about, you know, you can't let these shield break setups happen against Ken, especially when you're playing someone as light as Game & Watch. Something like that is incredibly punishing.
Yeah, and even right there, I think he was like making it look like he was going to go into that same setup, and he got Dusk to flinch, and that's what netted him the Tatsu.
I mean, one thing that we have seen is that Jahzz0 is now trying to take advantage of Dusk calling these things out with his early jumps and trying to say, like, okay, I'm going to stuff you with a nair, but rather, Jahzz0 just waits. So now, here comes the Tatsu chain, something that we've definitely been looking for. Oh, we're close.
Yeah, that almost looked like it might have been a shield poke setup.
Yeah, and that's where you can't let Ken try and hit you with those free kicks, you know? That I think that's the crescent kick. I don't remember exactly. But you can't let Ken poke your shield like that for free.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dusk doing a good job now just walling out with pairs. But still, it's like a matter of time, you know, like
Whoop.
Game & Watch isn't going to kill you off of doing that until very, very late percent.
So there's the focus dash that we've been looking for. Okay, good poke. And there's the that roundhouse almost taking it out.
Does that have like leg invincibility or something?
I
It
don't
looked like he just destroyed the key with it.
I don't know exactly if that is the case, but if you look at Jahzz0 right now, I mean, this rage is just piling up, and that is because.
Okay, good job. I feel like Dusk was saving that for sure.
Yeah, I was just about to say that the rage is piling up, so Dusk needs to do something to close him out. We can't let we cannot let him do this for free.
He's reset out of that situation a couple times for free, just by choosing like tricky focus options. But that time, Dusk just says no. You're gonna take the chair.
Yeah, and once again, raw back air will take that out.
Why did that look so negative on hit? That was weird. I guess it was just because of like the way Dusk drifted, put him in the burst range.
I mean, one thing that we need to see is just how Dusk can get out of these pressure situations right now. I am more concerned with how Jahzz0 has been able to lock down their game plan and push advantage against Dusk. When you see how dominant Game 1 was to the state that we are now, you wouldn't have predicted such an outcome.
Definitely not. But now we see Dusk putting in some work on his shield. Oh, is that it? Nice. Okay, very good call out. I feel like that's the mark of a great Shoto player. Is he'll take what looks like a confirm that could maybe almost kill you,